Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This video is a vinyl finds and acquisitions video. I picked up quite a few things recently, and I've got a lot of things I haven't shown yet, but I'm not going to show too many on this video. But it's just some of the things I've picked up lately and been listening to. The first one I'm going to show is this Morgan James album, Memphis Magnetic, that I ordered off her website. Now, I've seen some reviews for this, and they don't talk anything about the covers that are on here, so I'm thinking maybe it was just a single album, and if you got on the website, it was kind of a deluxe issue because it's a double album. But wonderful Morgan James. If you don't know her, you may have seen her in some YouTube videos for Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox. Now, Scott Bradley, he used to bring in a lot of different Broadway singers and they would take famous rock songs or other songs and kind of make them kind of old-timey or soulful, or they would change the arrangements on a lot of those songs. And she was one of the ones I've done several on there. Like I think she does Aerosmith's Dream On and All About the Bass, and some other ones. But wonderful artist. She wrote along with Doug Womble, her husband, quite a few of the songs on here. And I'll show you the label. I think it's her own label called, I think, Hedonist Records. Kind of got a nice label there. But one of the things she really does well is takes alternative songs and makes them really soulful. She has this perfect voice, but it never sounds artificial. Always sounds very soulful. She does a wonderful job with the Ballad of El Goodo, a Big Star song, but also like some of the ones that she wrote with her husband. A couple of the songs I really like are Better Me and You Won't Let Me, which I guess Better Me was written with her husband, and You Won't Let Me is also, it was written with Jesse Fisher, which I don't know who that is. But a wonderful album by Morgan James. I suggest everybody check her out. The next artist I'm going to show is the group Hiam, which I think I first heard about these from this group from Richard McCook. I think I'd shown it on his channel. And they're kind of alternative pop, I guess I would call them, a pop with a little bit of harder edge to them. They're three sisters, all, I don't know all their names, but their last name's Hiam. And here's what the label looks like. Looks like it's on Columbia. But, and I really love the song Los Angeles and the Steps. Like I said, they're pop music that has a hard edge, kind of Pretenders-esque on some of the songs, or a little bit of Velvet Underground, a bit folk rock. Like I said, I don't know if I said Los Angeles and the Steps are a couple of my favorites on here. And it's kind of even within their songs, they have these mixtures of different textures. And you might hear a little Lou Reed, and then you might hear a little the Pretenders, and they really mix it up well. And I don't know what they'll say, but it's just a unique sounding pop album. And a lot of the songs seem to be about the trials and tribulations of being single, but and I don't know if they are, but that's what it sounds like. So that's Hiam. And next is a really wonderful discovery, Lizzie Mercier Desclos. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. This is her album, Zulu Rock. And this was a reissue on Light on the Attic. And I found out about her is that she was an actress, a writer, a painter, as well as a musician. And she was traveling in Africa and fell in love with the sounds of Soweto. And so 2 years before Paul Simon used a lot of those rhythms in his Graceland, she did this album in 1984, Zulu Rock, where she did a lot of the same things, only hers is a little bit more rambunctious. She incorporates like French pop and Velvet Underground, little Cajun melodies in here as well. But like I said, really instrumental artist, and I don't know if Paul Simon had heard of her before, but yeah, she was doing this before Paul, a couple years before Paul. Graceland album came out in 1986. But wonderful album by Lizzie, and some of it's sung in French, but it's really enjoyable and quite a discovery for me. Lizzie. The next album's for Aaron Mutha Alamar. I finally got a clutch, which is his favorite group. This is Psychic Warfare. I think this came out in 2015 or something like that. Let me look it up here, if I can find my glasses. 2015. And it's really unique in that, it's, like I said, I don't have a lot of metal in my collection, but some of the lyrics on here are really interesting, and it's nice to have a little bit of humor within the metal genre. And X-Ray Visions is really a really good one. A Quick Death in Texas has some unique lyrics. Trying to think of the song. Oh, Your Love is Incarceration is kind of funky metal, if you can believe that. But I'm just getting to know this one. So, Aaron, I do have a clutch album now, and it's this one right here. Next is an album. I saw a Tone Scott show, and it sounded very interesting, so I went out and ordered it. And it's a UK group called The Mighty Scepters, and this album's called All Hail the Mighty Scepters on Uniquity Records. And they're kind of a blending of 50s and 60s R&B, and they have there's a little bit of the Fifth Dimension, some Nancy Sinatra, some doo-wop, some kind of in-crowd Dobie Gray, but really nice mixture of R&B sounds and lovely pop music, and I really enjoyed this one. This is their Uniquity label. And so that's the Mighty Scepters, and this album came out, I think in 2015 as well. No, 2014. Next album I'm going to show is by the group The National, and it's Boxer. This album is a lot of National fans' favorite album, I think including Shannon D. Mine was Trouble Will Find Me, but I did not have this one, so I'm just getting to know this one. I knew the song Start a War, but I didn't know many of the other songs on there, but it's really growing on me, and it may overtake Trouble Will Find Me, but it's a wonderful album by The National. If you don't have that, I would recommend this one. The next one I got is an album by the Ravenettes, which is basically Soon Rose Wagner and Sharon Fu. And this one didn't get great reviews in All Music, but because they said it was too laid back, but I really like the laid back style on this. It's kind of got a little bit of Velvet Underground, some Jesus and Mary Chain, with a little bit of Santo and Johnny, and I think it really works. I guess they do have some help on here. They got like Ronnie Spector does backroom vocals on one of the songs. You got Mo Tucker does some drum work on a few of the songs. And Mercury and Martin Rev does something, plays the instrument. I don't know what that means. But anyway, Pretty in Black by the Ravenettes. Really enjoyable, laid back. If Santo and Johnny were alternative, they would kind of sound like this, but really kind of cool. And the last one I'm going to show is the album Shake and Push by the Morels, which were a band out of Springfield, Missouri. And this, on the cover is Red's, which was a cafe diner in Springfield that's actually still there. But I've been looking for this album for a long time. It's been kind of hard to find, even though they were a Springfield band, and they were kind of expensive. This one has a seam split, but the record's in wonderful shape on Borrowed Records. I think if you like NRBQ, you would like the Morels. They're a little garagey, more like roots rock with some humor. And Lou Whitney, the bassist who helped write a lot of the songs on here. Plus they find these unique covers that they do, which was really cool. But like I said, Lou Whitney plays bass and wrote quite a bit of the songs on here. And he's also been instrumental in producing records by some other roots rock groups like the Dull Lords and the Domino Kings. But wonderful album, shake and push, a lot of fun by the Morels. Anyway, that's the Vinyl Finds. I'm going to cut it off right here before it gets too long, and hope everyone's doing well.